Hello! Welcome back to my channel. Happy 4th of July! So for Americans, the 4th of July is a really nationalistic holiday. And if there's one thing that Americans are known for more than anything else is that we are very opinionated. Don't try to get in an argument with anyone because everyone has thoughts on something, and whether or not they're correct, everyone will argue about it to the deaths with you. So in honor of that, I decided to talk about some things I am extremely passionate about. I'm talking full-on issues that if you try to argue with me, I will flip out. Just as a disclaimer, none of these are actually serious. I'm not going to be talking about any actual politically type topics because I don't want to make people hate me. So these are all just for the jokes. If you disagree, it's fine. I'm not saying anything. These are just my opinions. So let's get on to the video. One thing that I argue about with my family, probably more than anything else, is that sandwiches and anything else like that needs to be cut diagonally. If it's cut vertically, I don't want it. If it's cut horizontally, I don't want it. The only acceptable way is to cut it... What's that word? The only acceptable way is to cut it diagonal, and I will not be accepting any arguments at this time. If it's cut diagonal, it's easier to eat because there's a regular starting point. It looks like a pizza. It tastes better. It's just overall, there's no benefits to having it vertically instead of diagonally. Just what are you doing to sort your life out? Another thing that is very important is that you need to have your apps on your phone in folders. I don't care how you choose to organize them. It could be by app type, it could be completely random, or it could be in colors like mine, whatever you want, I don't care, as long as it's in folders. I know that it's a lot more work because you have to tap an extra button and all that, but just for heaven's sake, please just put your apps in folders. It looks so much better and it just makes me very happy. Next, one of the things I am most infuriated by in my entire life is the color orange. I hate the color orange, I hate the taste of oranges, I hate the looks of oranges, I hate the smell of oranges. It's everything about the color or the fruit orange is absolutely indespicable and unacceptable. If you come near me with an orange scent, I will walk away. The color orange, I personally will never use and will get mad at you for using, but I don't really care if you use that at the end of the day. That's not my decision. But I will personally never use the color orange for anything if I can choose not to. And the smell or the taste of oranges, just get away from me. Next is very controversial for some reason, and it's that cheer and dance are sports. Now don't get me wrong, there are some sorts of cheer and dance that I guess could be considered not a sport if you don't do it competitively. That can be argued. But if you do competitive dance or competitive cheer, it is 1000% a sport. What's the difference between competing for a football champion and competing at nationals or something for cheer or dance? There's no difference, and if you're a competitive anything, it's considered a sport. Next, I've seen a lot of posts about it a while ago, more than right now, but I'm still very firm about it. Corner brownies are better than center brownies. The center ones, they're good still. The brownies are brownies. But the corner pieces, they're just more crispy, and personally I like the crunch better, and I just will always believe that corner brownies are better than middle brownies. Okay, so something that's been happening so much recently is people posting on their Instagram stories about certain issues going on in the world, and people being like, oh, if you repost this, I'll plant a tree, or oh, repost for awareness and all of that. And I personally believe that that does absolutely nothing, and that a lot of the time those people are just trying to get clout from posting those things because they know that it'll work and that people will post them because people care about those issues. That being said, I constantly post those things, so like I can't judge anyone for it, but even though I post about them, I still believe that sharing those stories doesn't do anything. Spinach is the superior vegetable. Now when I was younger, I would have absolutely hated anyone who said this. But now I firmly believe that spinach is the best vegetable. It's very multi-purposeful, you can put it in anything, and honestly you barely taste it in some things. It can be used for breakfast foods, it can be used for dinner, it can be used for lunch, it can be put in salads, it can be put in sandwiches, you can put it in eggs, you can put spinach anywhere. I even like spinach on pizza sometimes. Spinach is just universal and it's great. Okay, this one's kind of weird, but I was just thinking about it earlier. Doors and locks, in hindsight, do absolutely nothing. Like, yes, if someone wants to come rob your house, a lock will probably stop them. But if they wanted to bad enough, they could just like break down the wall. Like most walls are just like this thick. I know it'd be a lot of noise and stuff, but like if they wanted to, they could just like take a pitchfork and just go and probably get in within like 10 minutes if no one was there to stop them from the noise. Just saying, if they want to, it's possible, and that's kind of crazy. The next one is pure facts, it's not even opinion. Cologne is better than perfume. I would never use cologne or anything because I just like how perfume smells better, but cologne lasts so long. When the perfume I use, I put it on and then I get to school. By the time I get to school, it's gone and I have to reapply it. But cologne, they could put it on and then like a week after, like after running marathons or whatever, they'll still smell like cologne, and it's just not fair. Why does scents have to be genderized? I don't know. Give us long-lasting scents too, please. Next, you might not fully understand this if you're not a theater or a choir or maybe even a band kid or anything like that, but altos are so under-recognized that it's not cool. Personally, I'm an alto, and when we were in chorus, we would always get the boring parts. We would have to hold out one line for the whole time. And even now that I'm doing theater and drama and all that, if you do Disney plays, most, not saying all, most of the Disney princesses and leads and all that, they're all mostly sopranos. The altos are all guys, and so there's nothing wrong with a girl playing a guy part. I have to almost all the time. But like, if you're an alto, you'll most likely, unless you're doing like really specific plays where the female leads are altos, which that does happen, it's just more uncommon, you're most likely gonna be a guy, or have to sing higher if you want a better role. That's just me being picky, I guess, because I've been an alto my whole life. But it's just not cool. This is more current with all that drama between Taylor Swift and Justin Bieber and all those celebrities picking a side and those managers that do bad things and are trying to own Taylor Swift's music. I firmly believe Taylor Swift is in the right. Now, I don't know all of the facts between this drama because I try to stay out of celebrity drama because it just happens too much and it's pointless and it's boring. But I will always stand by Taylor, and she wants to own her music, and there's this guy trying to come and be like, no, it's mine. Like, she worked so hard to write all that music, and the stuff that he's done to her just isn't that cool. And for all the celebrities that are like siding with Justin and that guy that's trying to own her music, like, what are you doing? Basically, the celebrity world is in World War III right now because half of them are siding with Taylor, half are siding with Justin, and it's just like, what are you doing? Just leave them all alone, please. And yeah, those are some of the things I am very passionate about and that I'm sure everyone has an opinion on if they wanted to and will argue with you, so don't try. But yeah, that's all for this video. Happy 4th of July if you're watching this on the 4th of July and if you're an American. If not, happy whatever day it is for you. I hope it's great, and if you like this video, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and comment down below what's something you're very passionate about and we'll argue to the death. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!